Hello trainers, welcome to another video of Island Trip. I'm Ethan, and in today's video we'll be going on a trip to a camp called Snow Valley up in the mountains, and then to my state's capital, Florianopolis, which is also located in an island. And I'll be doing this trip with two of my Pokemon trainer friends, John, which already appeared in my Catching a Pelipper video, and Nick, also known as Ft.Shur0 here on YouTube. Just like the beginning of any adventure, it's important that we make sure to pack everything well, making sure not to forget about anything at home. I woke up at around 6 AM, the world's still quiet and asleep outside, and then I began my morning routine, brushing my teeth and taking a warm bath. Just like a trainer preparing before setting out from their hometown for the first time. And then after that I packed up well, putting in my suitcase enough clothes, snacks, and Pokeballs to last the 3 days that I was going to stay away from home. And soon afterwards, I was finally ready for the adventure that was about to unfold. Okay guys, just so you know, this video will be divided by 3 parts, each being from one of the 3 days that we'll be spending together on the trip. So if you're interested in skipping or just jumping around the video, you can be sure to use the timestamps below. Now, without further ado, let's finally go to the first part, which is... The Snow Valley camp we're heading to spend the day is all the way up in the mountain ranges. Even though you usually don't think about snow when you think about Brazil, the mountain ranges from the southern areas are very cold and tend to pour down with snow during the harsh winter. It's even cold enough to freeze entire waterfalls during the months of June and July. The cold and harsh environment of the Sierras will be the perfect breeding ground for Pokemon such as Snover, Minior, Pineco, Sentret, Skittle, Deerling, and Lechonk. And while on the bus, we had a quick little stop at a famous lookout infamous for the abundance of Walquachi that appeared to snag some snacks from the tourists every once in a while. I know that Sentret is a fairy, not a Quachi, but I thought it would be cute to represent it that way, since they both have similar colors and a fluffy striped tail. And after freshening up at the lookout, finally there are no more stops. Off we go to Snow Valley. And after the long and tiring bus drive, we finally arrived at Snow Valley. So the first thing we did as soon as we arrived into the camp was grab our bags and walk down a little trail that led us directly into the little cottage that we'd spend the night. And let me tell you, I was not prepared to how cold that whole place would be. I already knew the Sierras could get pretty chilly, but I never expected it to be this cold during this time of the year. And I certainly did not pack well enough for this amount of coldness. Thanks Arceus, I actually brought a single sweater that I was able to use to beat away the cold. Alola trainer as well. Okay, so this is a place where me, John, and Nick slept at. There are actually 2 cottages here at Snow Valley, one for boys and another one for girls. And of course, me, John, and Nick stayed at the boys' one. Weirdly enough, I actually really enjoyed the bunker beds. They're very comfy and they reminded me a lot of the United States summer camps. My only complaint about the place is that the toilet actually has no lock. So we just gotta trust that no one's gonna enter while we're there. So after chillaxing for a while and hanging around the campsite, it was finally time for the day's main activity. The Snowy Trail. And even though the trail wasn't actually snowy because it's not even winter time where we're at, the trail had some pretty beautiful and vibrant views that show how wonderful nature can be when barely touched by us humans. It felt like following a route in a Pokemon game, full of tall grass, battles, and challenges awaiting for me. And one of the biggest challenges was how steep and narrow some of the places were. Holy f***, I'm terrified of steep places. But even though I squirmed and slipped a few times, I followed through, enjoying every step of the wonderful trail we were at. And in the middle of the trail, there was this beautiful waterfall that I just fell in love with. It looked like something straight out of Brooklet Hill, so I stopped to take some pictures of Nick on it before keeping on the trail.
Wild Surskit.
And after 2 hours of walking, slipping, crawling and climbing, the trail was finally over. Which means it's bonfire time. As the night grew calmer and darker and I noticed how pretty the night sky looks without all the visual pollution from the big city, I couldn't help myself but to sky gaze for a little while. And while looking at the wonderful stars and planes in the sky, I caught a glimpse of not one, but 2 shooting stars. 2 wild meteors appeared to give me a little high, and it was so special because I have never seen a shooting star before. It was one of the most beautiful views I've ever had. And before I could even notice, it was already the second day of the trip. Even though we had a wonderful time together at Snow Valley, we had no time to lose. We woke up pretty early, packed up, and went to quickly eat some American breakfast before heading back to the bus. After all, the way from Snow Valley to Florianopolis was a full 4-hour drive without any traffic. So without much time to lose, we quickly jumped back at the bus, excited for the next step of our adventure, the Floripa's Otter Reserve. Florianopolis is the capital of the state where I live at, and it's a place known by many names. Magic Island, because it's an island and because of the many witch stories that haunt the area, or Oyster capital, because of the many oyster farms out in the island. The matter of fact is, Florianopolis is the perfect spot for you to relax, because the many beaches, art galleries, museums, and because the great seafood restaurants out there. Florianopolis' cozy beaches and urban aesthetic will be the perfect spot to find wild meowth, trubbish, cloister, quillfish, scraggy, misdreavus, and of course ocelots. And after a long and tiring bus trip, we finally arrived at our first stop in Florianopolis, the Otter Reserve from the Otter Project. The Otter Project is a non-profit project in which biologists, students, and volunteers alike help otters from all over the state, taking care of them in this reserve until they're ready to be sent back to nature. You know, kind of like the Otter Foundation, but without all the creepy ultra beast and Pokemon freezing stuff.
I just got a pineapple.
And after spending several hours there with the otters, it was finally time we visited our hotel room. Alola trainers, so after the long day we had, we're finally at our hotel room. Me and Nick will sleep together in this bed, and John is right at the shower. So after we're done here, we're gonna go try and eat some real life cloisters. Okay, so now we're going to a seafood restaurant, see if we can find some cloisters to eat. So let's go. Okay, so we're here now at the restaurant, just waiting for food. We ordered a dozen of oysters, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so my friend Nick told me that there was a Mad Cargo there, over in this Pokestop over here. Oh yeah, in this one. And I really want it because I want it in my team. So let's go, let's get it. We're getting out of the restaurant just to catch this little motherfucker.
Bem pertinho.
Yes, pretty close.
Qualquer coisa, eu abro no meu e pego no meu e te mando.
Não.
Mas se bem que o meu vai estar tipo muito bucha.
No, we can do it. We can do it. Let's see. No, it can't.
Sure?
No, I'm just checking. I'll see if I can trade it with my friend. Yeah. Let's go. Has to be here. Damn. No! Não tá aparecendo. No. Now we can. No. No.
Será que não é do incenso?
Não, só não aparecer aqui.
Ah, tá, o incenso aparece perto.
Yeah. No!
Perdeu.
No, we didn't get it. Not today. Not esta noche.
And after our unfortunate account with this mech cargo, it was finally time we tried the oysters.
Okay, so it's here. We ordered it. Excited? Empolgado?
Sim.
Excited, empolgado? Let's eat. Let's go.
Okay, so after filling our bellies up with all this delicious seafood, it was finally time that the three of us head back to our hotel room to sleep. But just as we thought this night couldn't get any more amazing, John found a 3-star shiny wormhole.
Show, show! Ó,
Charlie tá vendo rotina, cara. Charlie tá vendo rotina. Ai, ai, ai.
oh, mais um, né? Daqui a pouco tem uns aí, né? Evolui esse porra, é bonito as duas evoluções deles. Não, uma delas é feia.
Qual é feia?
O Beautify é feio, o Dustox é bonito.
Acho o Dustox foda.
Okay, so for the very last day of our trip, we had a 5-hour-long pirate ship ride scheduled. So without any time to lose, we quickly hopped into the bus and went straight to our next location. But something amazing happened on our way there. Nick's buddy, Joltik, finally evolved into a Galvantula.
Excuse the poor audio quality. Damn, I hope I bought this so I can film some footage underwater. It's gonna be fun.
trainers, so this is the end of the video. I hope y'all liked it. This was very, very hard and exhausting to edit, but the trip was really fun. And thank you, John and Nick, for being part of this video. This meant a lot to me. It was one of the best trips I've ever had. And yeah, goodbye, guys. By the way, next week I'll probably film a video with my mom that I already talked about in my unboxing video. So yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe if you like. Bye.